What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ski Mask Edition Manhar.
Here with Omari, and today we are going to be breaking down TJR's crazy $1 million funnel. And if you've been in the trading space, or you traded crypto before, or maybe like you scroll Instagram, you might have caught a glimpse of this guy TJR. Look at his wrist, 100 bands on his wrist. But yeah, he's a really big creator. I mean, he has like 600K followers, two different
Yeah,
accounts. And today we're just going to be breaking down his traffic, his leads, and whatnot. So just starting off with his Instagram, he has two accounts, as I said. One has 600K followers, the other has 80K. And his 600K is the main one. And both of them have the same links in the bio that take you, if you scroll down a little bit, Mini Manhar, it takes you to his lead magnet, which is his free course. And just above that is all of his social. So he has his YouTube in there, he has his Discord, he has his TikTok, Instagram, everything. And his beginner course is his lead magnet that he gets people onto his high ticket. Manhar's going to get to that in a bit. And then just under that is his testimonial to his mastermind. So he talks about this 20-year-old kid that went from $0 to 90K in 90 days, bro. That is a crazy ass testimonial. That's his golden goose, basically. And one of his avenues that he uses to get clients is also Kick. So being a trader, one benefit is that he can stream his trades, right? And Kick is his preferred platform to do that. And he consistently gets a lot of views on that, ranging from 15 to 20K people tuning in, and whoa, these people donate to him, and he's actually smart in the way he structures everything. And then finally, his Discord community, where he has obviously like a free community in there, and at any time he just wants to sell something, he just pops like a little announcement in there, and just boom, he gets people to buy just like that. And then he has like obviously his affiliates on there. So zooming out really quickly, um, starting off with his Instagram. So at the start, he has his highlights obviously with their client testimonials. He's very smart with it. And then he has just some other bullshit over there just to make it like more human looking. So he has his lifestyle, music, and what does that say? Second account. Okay,
second
yeah,
account.
that's his second account over there. And his content is actually really really funny, and it's actually good. As you can see by the amount of views he has, it's really really engaging. And people in the comment sections, they're like, "Yo, I can't believe this guy's my trading mentor," because the kind of content he posts is actually crazy, bro. Like,
It's funny as hell, man.
like, yo, this is like the ball method that I used to trade. I made 5K today in like 1 hour, bro. Like, it's actually crazy. And his content ranges from educational, funny, testimonials, lifestyle, motivational, controversial, especially on Twitter, because that's where you can really, really be controversial and people actually fuck with it, right? So just zooming out, we'll take a look at his Kick now, where he uses this platform to trade every single, well, maybe 3 times, 4 times a week. It's actually pretty consistent. And if you look at the chat over there, he actually has some link placement. So there's a link to his mastermind that you can sign up for. And he has his affiliates over there. And finally, he has this one-on-one funding account where like you can just basically get either like a free funded account or like just like get a discounted funded account, basically just like really get it right off the rip for free without even have to like go through all the bullshit that other funded accounts have to go through.
Yeah,
And then yeah, Manhart, take it away, man.
for sure, man. So moving on, like he has another two streams of social media that he uses. One of them being X. I love X because you can literally speak your mind whenever you need to, and TGR takes like full advantage of this, right? He has around 136 followers, 136K followers on Twitter. Right off the bat, you'll see in his links he has his hyperlink that we explained over here, right? He has a link to that. Plus, he also has a pinned post. Now, if you look at his pinned post, it's actually his most, like, I would say the best case study video he has with that 20-year-old that made 93K. And this was through his mastermind program, right? So it's a great way because when someone lands onto his Twitter page, first of all, they take a look at the pinned post. And right there and then, you're met with the perfect case study testimonial that you can watch for 20 minutes and get warmed up into his funnel, right? Also, you'll see like he does a lot of posts on Twitter. Some of them being just funny, some of them being educational, some of them being about his, him streaming on Kick, and he wants you to tune in, or just really just talking to his community because this is where he can do it right without any setbacks. Um, Now, the most important platform he uses is probably his YouTube, and YouTube is very very good because it's the best avenue for eyeballs onto your content and yourself, as well as it's a perfect way to warm up your audience through long form content, right? So if we take a look at his YouTube, we're looking at around almost close to 400K of subscribers and almost 1,000 videos, right? So this man has been on YouTube for a solid minute now, right? Again, if you look at his link right there, it's going to be a straight link to his mastermind program that we're actually going to break down in a couple more steps. But if we take a closer look at his YouTube, like he's getting pretty good amount of views, like 100, here, 35, 46, consistently hitting around the average 50K viewers or 50K views every single video, right? And these are people in his niche. These are people that are interested in trading. These are people that are interested in TJR himself, right? No Diddy. Um, but it ranges from live trading to how to start day trading in 2024 to controversial stuff to educational stuff, all that kind of stuff. And in most description, like if you look at most of his videos, if you look at the description, it's straight up like next steps hyperlinks, right? For example, one of the videos I took here, straight up CTA to his mastermind, which is his high ticket. That's what we're going to be focusing on today. And I'll explain that in a couple more steps. He also has a link directly to his Kick, so you can actually see him trade for free. Um, and then he has his affiliate links, right? His other avenues of stream income that he makes. Now, talking about the blueprint really, really quickly, just to give you a little quick sneak peek of what it looks like. And I really like how he structured this because it's 2025, guys. Not a lot of people look back at their funnels and take the effort to actually, make it cleaner, make it more visually appealing. But I love how TGR came back to his funnel and he actually made the updates. He put 2025 in there. It was 2024 before. And again, same kind of concept he's been following since 2024 of making the next wave of profitable traders, right? And really, really, this kind of sticks out to any 19-year-old plus guy that wants to do trading. He wants to become profitable, right? That's the main kind of problem in this niche. So I love how he addresses it on the actual funnel page. And yeah, I mean, let's talk about leads, man.
Let's get it. So, in terms of his leads, obviously, there's that free course that we talked about earlier. And as soon as you click on that course, you're met with this page right here where he starts getting your first name, email address, phone number, just the basic information so that he can actually like put you in his newsletter, just for his own benefit as well as your own benefit. And then, boom, you click yes, I want to access. Now, this is where he starts qualifying you basically. He qualifies you based on like your location and how much you're currently making, right? If you're in a cooked ass country like Guatemala, for example, no shade to anybody in Guatemala, love you guys, and you're making like 0 to 1,000, obviously he's not gonna try to upsell you, right? But let's say you're making 10 to 50K and you're in like UK or North America, he's gonna be like, yo, like this guy actually has potential for me to upsell him, right?
Yeah.
So he has all that data with him. And on the next page, he says, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your current trading experience level? So all of these are qualifying questions just so that you can gauge like what step of the funnel to put you in. And then finally, just like tell them a little bit about who you are, how you've been trading, etc. And then finally, your access to the course. So boom, moving on to the course, it's hosted on WAP. And it's called the Free Trading One-on-One course. So as soon as you get the course, you get free access to the course as well as the Discord community. And boom, you join the Discord community, right? Because WAP is linked to Discord as well. So that's how you also kind of access the course. And there's that document that he starts with. You read it first, just to go over expectations and everything. And then a 3-hour course outlining every single thing that you need to know, whether it's Forex, his strategies, stocks, everything that you need to know. And then towards the end, once you've watched everything, you're done with it. And he says he has a like little doc attached in there that says, "Open this." As soon as you open it, he's like, "Yo, congratulations, sir! You made it this far. I have a gift for you." And this is actually really really smart because his placement of this is after they went all through all these steps. Like they've spent that much time with him, they understand who he is, and they understand like what kind of value he has to offer. Is when he places this like just right at the end. And the first thing is just specifically for people that are not going to go to his high ticket, because his high ticket he gives you free access to that funding account. So that funded account he gives you 15% off of it. And then the second thing is him funneling you into his high ticket, and he's like, "Yo, I want to give you exclusive access to my one-on-one trading mentorship, and it's going to be dropping soon. So go to this page to get access to it, early access, basically." So um, as soon as you go to that page, you're met with this little screen right here that prompts you to input your information. Now, I know like how much steps do I have to input my information, but you have to think about it, right? If people really, really want this much value, they're willing to go through all these steps actually just to acquire. And you're gonna understand a little bit how crazy this actually is because you're gonna have to do the step over and over and over again. Just really, really qualifying the people who are actually interested and who are not interested. So just basic things in first name, email, phone number, and yeah. Moving on, qualifying questions again. So just like age, where they're currently at in terms of their education. Are they in high school, college? Am I dealing with like somebody that's more experienced? Am I dealing with like a little kid that's still in high school, maybe 16 years old, right? Just depending on where they are, he's gonna be obviously just making decisions on whether like to accept them on a call or not. And yeah, do you have a job? Do you have a source of income? Based on that, he's gonna decide, yo, does this person need to hop on the high ticket, or do I just need to keep him on the sideline, just keep him on just letting upsell him on something else later down the line? And yeah, you fill all this information out, and then after that, you join the wait list, right? But you're not really joining the wait list. No, he's actually smart, right? You join the wait list, but as soon as you click that, you're prompted onto the next page, which is his master.
All right, all right, all right. If you are a coach or a creator watching, even till now, and you're kind of looking at TGR's funnel, you're like, oh my God, how is this guy managing all this at once with his social media, with his funnel? How's this guy doing this, right? I'm gonna give you the short answer. It's probably someone like us, me and Omari in this case, um, kind of freeing up the time for a creator like you. How we do this is pretty simple. You manage just the social media side of things, posting content, doing the deliverables, obviously providing the value, while we take care of the other side of businesses. For example, your automations, as well as your backend systems, as well as offer creation, funnel building, team building, all of that kind of stuff so that you can grow both your personal brand as well as your business side of things and become the most well-known person in your niche, right? So if that seems like of interest to you and you're like, okay, maybe I do want to explore into this avenue and I want to see what kind of business I can build for myself in this niche, there's going to be a link in the description to book in a free strategy call with us. And no, this is not going to be a sales call. This is going to be a call purely for value for yourself. So you can hop on this call, actually steal our resources that we are going to give custom made for your niche and your audience, so that you can even implement it yourself or have one of us or both of us actually, if you like both of us. I don't know. If you like both of us and you want to work with us and see how we can build you that business, we can also go from there. Okay, back to the video. Now for the main juiciest part of this whole segue, his blueprint or his main funnel, right? So even I think I explained this in the IG part of stuff where we talked about him having the link to his blueprint straight from his main IG. This is what this page opens up, right? Even from, if you're straight up beginner in trading and you follow this lead magnet funnel, you're going to end up on his blueprint page, right? So let's break this down, right? You go to his blueprint page, you look around, TGR's in the middle, you're like, oh, wow, my goat, okay? You go through the funnel, and you actually see what you're getting out of this kind of, it's a sales page, but it is kind of considered a landing page. So you're kind of seeing what kind of value TGR is providing to you as a trader. First of all, you're starting with live calls with TGR, right? So these are actually going to be coaches that TGR actually assigns himself, or sometimes TGR hopping on group calls with you and answering live questions, or even going through a breakthrough of one of his trades, right? You're also going to be getting trade reviews, which is very, very kind of cool, right? You don't really see it a lot. You don't
Mhm.
really see someone taking the time to review your trade and tell you what you're doing wrong and tell you how you can improve in the long run. So that's also something he's offering. One of my favorite things he's offering is a 100K funded account straight off the bat, right? You don't have to go through the challenge of um, going and making yourself a funded account, failing, blowing your money. He will get you a 100K funded account right off the bat so you can start trading and start making money with the systems he's given you, right? Great way to encourage um, people to really hop on this offer because he's offering something that takes time, right? Another thing he's also offering is a networking community, right? So you're networking with like-minded traders in the niche, as well as blueprint students, mastermind students, right? So you can actually make a couple friends. Um, no Diddy, but again, you can hop on calls with them. You can do trade analyses. You can do anything, right? And you have coaches to support you as well. So it's a great kind of package he's built around his high ticket, and I feel like it's almost the ultimate package any trader wants, right? The most amount of support you can get on every level. From there, there's going to be a nice big juicy button, CTA to be exact, where
Mhm.
you click here to join. And again, you fill in more and more details. Now, I know Omar explained this, but it's very important that we do this, or in this case, in this funnel, because TJR has a lot of audience, a lot of eyes on him, right? And you don't want to overflow your funnel with too many people that are going to be unqualified, that are not going to show up on the call, that aren't dedicated, right? And this is a really kind of smart move because he does this at multiple times of his funnel of you actually inputting the same information again, so that the only people that go through his funnel are really dedicated people that actually have even 2 minutes 3 minutes of their time to put in their, again, first name, email, phone number again and again, so that they can get to the end result, right? So you fill in your details, you click join the blueprint, and then you go to kind of like a landing page again, right? So even more landing pages. But I really like this landing page, first of all, because right at the top, you see it says, do not close this page. It's kind of like a psychology trick, right? When you tell someone to not do something and really lock in on one thing, they'll keep that in the back of their head, and they'll really focus on what's kind of next in their vision, and that is watching this video, right? His VSL video. Here he's going to talk about his success, who he is, how he's made this much money, and really kind of sell you on his masterclass, his blueprint, his trading experience. Really, that's what you're really paying for, right? You're paying for TJR and his trading experience. That's what you're paying for. But again, on this page, if you scroll down even more, there's going to be a bunch of case studies. There's going to be, again, the same interview with the 93K per month client that he's made money with, that was part of his mastermind. And that's just to show you that he actually does have results. He's not just bullshitting. And so once you see that, you're happy. You've seen the system in play from TGR himself. You've seen students winning. Now the only thing left for you to do is actually apply for his coaching program, right? And I love how they just implemented this onto the site, not on an external link, so you don't have to go to another link. All the steps in this funnel are just link after link on the same pages almost, right? So you don't have to worry about your audience hopping off. They're actually just going to keep on going to the end until they get the result they want, which is eventually getting a call with TJR or getting a spot for the mastermind, right? So it's going to be a quick qualifying form for any oncoming traders, including, what's your biggest struggle with trading, how much are you willing to invest, your phone number, email, name, so they can get all those details. And then once you have completed all of this, you're going to be redirected to the final step of this, not actually final, second last step of this funnel, which is booking in that call. All right. A lot of people were waiting for this moment to happen, for him to finally book the call. And it's just a quick Calendly embedded onto his page. So you fill in your details, you pick a date and time. You have your email here, you have your phone number, and they're going to be using these for email marketing for the call as well as SMS marketing as well, right? So we'll dive into his pre-call system in a little bit. But after you do that, you schedule the event, and boom, you're redirected to what I like to call the homework page, which is just a quick video of TGR explaining the next steps of what to expect on the call. And he also breaks the ice by letting you know that you're not hopping on with him, much say you're hopping on with a team member. But we all know it's going to be a sales team guy. It's going to be a guy that's going to be closing him on the offer. But he labels it as a team member to make it seem like they're going to make this process really fast. He's just going to ask you a couple questions, and then boom, from there you can get into the masterclass, right? So people are really looking forward to this call so that they can get to the end, which is again hopping into the mastermind with TJR, right? But after this is, I say, one of the most crucial steps, which is making sure someone actually hops on the call, right? And TJR, his funnel is good, but there are some things that he can add to this funnel, and I'm gonna let Omar talk about this. But we kind of crafted in what I would say is the best sort of pre-call workflow that he can add for this funnel that he's running, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
So starting off right off the bat, he has his email and SMS confirmation, which is pretty standard. Good job on that, right? That's what he's currently running. But after this, that's where it stops, right? This after this point, if you're a creator watching this, this is exactly what you need to be running, in order to actually guarantee that the people you are hoping to actually hop on a call with actually hop on a call with you, right? So after 45 minutes, um, after they book in, there's going to be a setter in place that or a dialer that's going to dial them up. You're like, hey, how are you doing? Um, yeah, just basically go through the entire process with them again. Just make sure they're going to hop on a call with you. They're actually qualified. And then 24 hours later, there's going to be a personalized email and a reminder to the VSL because you don't want the call to be like, yo, did you watch the VSL? Do you know who we are, etc. Right? You want them to actually be educated because a lot of times what happens is that VSL that we had over there, like the TJR, that VSL that TJR actually has over there is a like a 10-minute VSL, and most people like they just want to speed up the process. Like I just want to get to the sales call. I want to see what this is about. So they might not watch it, but what you want to do is you want to remind them to actually watch. If they watched it, good job. They can rewatch it again, maybe, like just refresh their memory. And yeah, and also personalized email just so that they can actually feel like, yo, you're actually directly speaking to them. And then 24 hours before the call, you're going to send them a case study / process breakdown. And the perfect example for this would be his 90K case study. And he can either just directly send the link and then in an email, just really good copy talking about that, just going a little bit more in depth. And then within the same 24 hours, the dialer reconnects with the prospect. And yeah, just make sure they're actually going to hop on a call with them the following day, that their schedule is pretty clear for the call. And if so happens that they're actually not going to make it, they can reschedule within the same call, right? So this is a very, very important step. You don't want the lead to go to waste. And 6 hours before the call, you're going to send them an SMS reminder for the call, get them in that mindset, that get them ready for the call. And then 3 hours again, you're going to make them more ready. Now they're fully warmed up, because you got to understand, from the moment they book in, they're super warm, right? Like they're ready to buy, like they want to throw money in your face, they're ready for that change. But like, let's say 3, 4, 5 days later, like that kind of yearning, it's still there. They still want to like change for the better, whether like they want to make more money or whatever like services you have to offer as a coach. But like it just kind of dies down a little bit, like they kind of start going cold a little bit. So this whole process just makes sure like they kind of more warmed up, or just as warmed up as they were when they first booked in the call. And then yeah, that 3 hour SMS reminder plus email right before the call, and then finally a live call reminder as soon as like literally like a minute before, your call starting up right now. So join up, and throughout this whole process, because the setter is the most important part of this process. If the setter doesn't actually like setter / dialer doesn't get in touch with the lead, what you want to do is start an SMS like conversation through the SMS and be like, hey, this is Adam here, just making sure that you actually got the link set to your email. Let me know if you got it. Otherwise, I can just drop it in here. And then like just gets that conversation going. And yeah, even if they don't pick up, you can always just keep spamming them. Just hit them up. Just make sure like they're actually like either responding through SMS or picking up the calls, because otherwise like you might be cooked. They might not show up, right? And then yeah, they hop on a call and then boom, finally they're closed. So that's just the entire backend system setup, that if you follow this, like your show up rate is going to be super high, which because you warm them up so much, your close rate is also going to increase. So it's like it's directly correlated. So it's directly correlated to the closing rate basically. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the this creator funnel breakdown. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Just drop them in the comments. And yeah, Manhar.
Right, man. I mean, yeah, we covered the traffic, we covered the leads, we covered how TJR actually get clients. But I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. Like, the main contributors to TJR success and his funnel success is TJR himself, right? He's a great personality. A lot of people love watching him, including me. I love watching TJR on all his different socials, right? No glaze again. Um, but if you are a coach or a creator still watching to this point and you're just like, all right, man, I think I have a great personality. I have the skill sets needed, but I just don't know how to craft myself the funnel and the business itself from the back end, then do yourself a favor. There's going to be a link in the description of booking a call with me and Omar. And we're going to actually spend quality time with you explaining your audience's needs and how you can really get the most out of yourself from a high ticket offer or even a low ticket offer, right? Really see what you need, how you're going to get there, and eventually, like, make sure all the roadblocks that you have in your way are cleared off, right? So, yeah, again, go book yourself in that call because I'm going to be honest with you guys. You're going to walk away with way, way more value that you came in with. You're going to have the clarity you need, and you're also going to have the steps you need to get started. And if you do want the opportunity to work with us, we can definitely figure out what we can get done and how fast we can get it done as well, right? Because speed is important for implementing a business like this. You want to make sure if you want to get on the top, you need to have speed as one of the key components um, in your tool set. So yeah, I mean that's it, man. So yeah,
God
again,
bless. Again, yeah, just any questions you guys have, just drop it in the comments, and we'll see you guys in the next video. God bless. Peace.
yeah, stay safe.